Good evening. Happy Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. Hopefully, you have a nice, perfect shrimp taco in your hand right now. The weather is nice enough for you to be eating this taco outside. So, if you have a nice little porch outside or balcony patio, or maybe just a little courtyard area you can go and hang out in, that's going to be the move as the weather is fantastic this evening. That will gradually start to change as we head through the next couple of days. There is only one first alert weather day. That's because we only see one day where we're really going to see widespread impacts across the region. It's going to be a lower impact, but it's on a Sunday whenever most of us are trying to be out in the streets. So we're just trying to give you that heads up so that you can plan ahead. We are tracking the potential for a couple of rumbles of thunder tomorrow. A bit of a shortwave going to push through our area in the afternoon. And it looks like we'll get some rain firing up along that. Even a stray thunderstorm could be stronger for the second half of the day. So something that we're watching right now. It doesn't look to be a widespread enough event for us to issue a first alert, but we'll keep you posted on that. Trending drier on Thursday, and then we'll see some showers around on Friday with a forecast for Saturday that's actually trended a little bit drier than it was looking last night. So that's an improvement if you were looking to maybe do something outdoors this weekend. While the weekend is not as nice as this past weekend that we had, I still think there's going to be a lot of salvageable moments Saturday and even earlier in the day on Sunday. Gorgeous outside right now. Here's a look across the region. You can see upper 70s here in the city, pretty close to where we were yesterday. Nice breeze at about 5 miles per hour. So that's going to continue to be the case through the overnight. We are expecting clouds to gradually increase through the overnight. You combine the cloud cover with that southerly flow, that's going to equal warmer temperatures through the overnight. So we're only going to fall to the low 60s. So not a bad night. As we head into the day tomorrow, once again, there is that risk for an isolated thunderstorm. Could be strong to severe. We don't expect this to be a big deal. We don't expect this to be widespread. It's going to be very isolated, and that's the reason why there is no first alert weather day for tomorrow. But we will be tracking that line as it moves through. And when I tell you that it's weakening as it moves through, I'll be able to actually show you that in just a minute. Here's that hour-by-hour play of Wednesday, starting with the morning. You can see that we're going to be partly to mostly cloudy around the region, and you can see that line that we're going to be tracking later in the day. It's already starting to push into portions of extreme northwestern Alabama. By around lunchtime, it's in Huntsville, and you can see there's lots of reds, there's oranges, there's yellows. It looks very aggressive as it's moving through Huntsville. They're under the same level one as us, but what we expect is for that line to gradually start to deteriorate as it pushes south and east, and that's what a lot of the guidance has been showing. And at 5 o'clock, you can see, while it is moving through North Georgia, it's not nearly as impressive as it was at lunchtime. So there will be some areas where we get some isolated heavy downpours, could get a rumble of thunder or two here or there. Primary concern with anything that just gets really energetic is going to be damaging wind gusts, gusting 50, 60 miles per hour, heavy downpours, and there could even be some small hail embedded in this. But once again, we expect this to be a very isolated incident, and I fully understand that if it's coming down on you whenever you're driving home, then you're that isolated person that's affected, but we don't expect this to be a widespread issue. We expect those showers to gradually start to diminish as we head into the evening. We're going to call it about a 30% chance of rain throughout the afternoon for the bulk of the day. So very dry in the morning. This is not going to impact the kids at the bus stop. This isn't going to impact your coffee/donut run. This isn't going to impact your mid-morning run if you're a person who works a later shift like me. I do my exercising earlier. I think you're okay. Even if you're stepping out at 12 o'clock to do those things, you're still looking pretty good. But the later we get into the afternoon, that's where that line will gradually start to push in. We'll keep the rain chance around through the evening and gradually drop it off close to 11 o'clock. So keep in mind it's going to be weakening through the evening, so we don't expect this to just be something that's really plaguing everybody. And a lot of the models are even showing this in the precip forecast as far as like the total rainfall we're expecting. This isn't going to be a biggie, a tenth, maybe 2/10 of an inch across most of the region. Some isolated pockets may get up to 3/10. We're not concerned about flooding with this. We're just really concerned about this being a nuisance, and then of course any thunder that's associated with this, because it's earlier in the afternoon, but kids like to go out, play basketball after school, yada, yada, yada. That's going to be our primary concern with any of these rogue storms. Eventually trending clearer as we head into your Thursday. And I'm going to preface this with that this is one of those models that's a little bit aggressive with the temperature forecast for Thursday. I don't expect us to be at 90 degrees. So I'm just giving you a heads up, just because of the timing of the year, the amount of moisture in the air, all that other stuff. But I do think that we'll get into the mid 80s, and there will be some spots across North Georgia that get into the upper 80s on the afternoon on Thursday. So do not rule out feeling a little bit more toasty than we felt the last couple of days. We do expect Thursday to be the warmest day of the week. We expect to flirt with record highs. The record is 87, and that record was set back in 2002, if I'm not mistaken. So it's about 22 years old, so it's heat. It's a precursor of the summer. A lot of folks are going to be getting out and about. There's a little bit of a short wave that tries to push through on Thursday, but a lot of the models have just dissipated this, and the forcing doesn't look to be there. It will be very warm, so we'll keep an eye on it. Right now, we'll call it about a 20% chance of showers overnight Thursday. Better opportunity for rain on Friday as a system starts to push into the area. A front's going to gradually start to approach our area. We do think those showers are going to be widely scattered, and we could get some rumbles of thunder here because there is a lot of energy out there. But right now, not looking at a severe weather risk on Friday. Saturday has trended a little bit drier. You can see that there are some showers in portions of central Georgia, middle Georgia, but I don't think that that's going to really impact any of our viewers. And then we have a better chance of rain coming into the area as we head into Sunday. So Sunday is the first alert weather day because we're expecting widespread showers. This rain looks to be moving in during the afternoon and could stick around through the early evening. It's Sunday fun day. Listen, I'm just going to give you a heads up because of the life I try to live. Anytime there's rain on a Sunday, and it's interrupting my Sunday fun day, it's going to be a first alert because I need you to know like I need to know. But, yeah, so heads up for scattered rain. This is looking like primarily a rain event. There's not a lot of thunder. There's not a lot of lightning. There's not a whole lot of energy with this. But this is all associated with the cold front that's going to be pushing through the area. And I think that this is going to be clearing out through the overnight, which means that we're going to trend a little bit drier on Monday. But we're also going to be a little bit cooler. So we're going to go from the 80s, mid 80s to the 70s on Saturday, and then we slide into the 60s as we head into Sunday and Monday, and then we'll get back into the 70s on Tuesday. So there's a lot going on with this forecast this week. There's a lot of rain chances here. For the most part, they're just going to be hit or miss showers, hit or miss thunderstorms, like what we're tracking for tomorrow, and then things gradually will start to improve. As we head into the beginning of next week, we'll trend a little bit drier by Monday. 67 is a little bit cooler, but I can deal with it. And mainly dry, good mix of sun and clouds by Tuesday with highs in the low 70s. So, good evening to everybody that's joining us on YouTube. And hello to everyone that is streaming us on the ANF app, whether that's Roku, Amazon, Apple TV, and them. Thank y'all for joining us. We do this little nightly visit at 8. Whenever the weather's a little bit more energetic, it's normally a lively conversation on YouTube, but it's quiet, and it's Tuesday, so I'm going to give everybody a pass. I always say I'm going to keep you for a good time, not a long time, and I'm going to leave y'all to y'all's evening. For the latest look at the forecast, because we're going to get some new data in on this rain chance that is moving through tomorrow afternoon. Me and meteorologist Fred Campagna will have updates on Peachtree TV at 10 with some new data, and he's going to have a last look on Atlanta News First at 11. Y'all have a fantastic evening, and I will catch you in about an hour and 52 minutes.